Thank you, Jeanette. It was really a great speech. Our second speaker today will be Craig Keyworth. Craig joined Toastmasters 10 years ago this September and earned his Distinguished Toastmaster Award 6 years ago this August. Since then, 2 other club members have become distinguished, Melanie Spader and most recently Dennis Cohen. As a founding member and former officer of the ADP World Class Speakers Toastmaster Club, Craig asked to speak today in order to share a very special message about and to a very special member. The title of Craig's speech is A Special Tribute. Please join me in a warm World Class Speakers welcome for Craig Keyworth.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Bear with me just for a minute. I want to make sure this works before I start. Otherwise, it'll interrupt. No.
Disconnect it and reconnect it. I think that's what worked
That's what
last
we'll
time. Here comes, there you go.
Okay, very good. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, are you familiar with that thing that kids do when they take a flat rock and they skip it across the water? Have you ever done that? So you know the effect that that stone has as it crosses the water. It leaves this little ripple effect, right? In a very real sense, each one of us has that same kind of effect on people around us. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's in a small way, and sometimes it can be in a very profound and deep way, the effect we have on the people around us and the world around us. I wanted to speak to you about the effect that people have on each other, and specifically in a Toastmasters environment like this, we all have an effect on each other. That's why we have evaluations. That's why we're here to learn together. And sometimes you just don't know how you affect other people, and you may not even realize how people affect you. In a lot of ways, we're role models for each other. You see something that somebody does, and you think to yourself, you know, I'd like to have that quality. I'd like to be like that. I want to give you some context about an individual member of ours who couldn't be here today for some serious health reasons, but her impact on this club has been phenomenal. Like all clubs, you know, we've had some highs and lows in terms of attendance and activity and stuff. And when she came into the organization, she was a very active member. She has had enormous energy and enthusiasm, and it had a ripple effect on many of us. She eventually went on to become a club president, and she helped raise this club to be as strong as it is now, with new members coming in and new activities. A lot of fun in what we were doing. I wanted to share with you a speech that this individual, Denise Cohen, gave in February of 2014. So to put this into context, we have these contests, and she was applying to be a representative for this club as a speaker for the international contest. And what you're about to see is the practice that she did in front of our group, where she practiced her speech. I want you to think about not the ahs and the ums and all that kind of stuff for hand gestures, but think about her message and think about how she was able to present something in a way that had, in my opinion, a very profound effect just by the way she delivered it and her content. So I'd like you to look at this, and then I have a few remarks afterwards. I hope you can hear it. Oh no! No sound. I can't lip sync, I'm sorry.
There she is.
Our founding fathers must have understood when they wrote.
I need to go, I need to put this back.
The pursuit of happiness. All these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creators with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of happiness. Something so elementary, yet so paramount that it's found in the Declaration of Independence. Our founding fathers must have understood when they wrote it how essential the pursuit of happiness is to our nation and we as people. We've all heard the saying, it's not the destination but the journey that counts. Well, this saying usually refers to some of life's most meaningful values, things like success, hopes, dreams, even heaven. But this is what it says when you substitute happiness. It's not the pursuit of happiness we find fulfilling, but the happiness in the pursuit that counts. We've all experienced happiness in some way, right? The truth is, we don't just experience happiness. In fact, researchers say that we're wired to pursue happiness. We find it in everywhere. We find it in songs, in movies, in books, in symbols. We find it in our most proud accomplishments and in our moments in life. We find it in the social things, the things we like to do every day. And we most certainly find it in those things that we find most endearing, those moments that take our breath away in life. Happiness surpasses all language barriers. It's pretty easy to tell when somebody's happy, right? When you agree, you can tell if they're smiling, they're happy, they're laughing. You also might see them showing some happy gesture, which really would be, Mary, congratulations, I heard you got a promotion. It's kind of hard not to smile when you just congratulate someone. We all understand what happiness is, but do we really understand why we should pursue it? Psychologists and economists both agree that happiness creates meaning in life, and that meaning comes in our relationships and connecting with other people. Think about a time that you reached out to somebody else. Did it create meaning in your life? Perhaps you've read the latest cancer statistics and you know someone that's suffering. Or maybe you drive to work every day and you pass that homeless person on the street. Although these kind of circumstances can draw up sadness and sad emotion, they can also prompt you to step out and take action and help someone. And as a result, maybe you've begun volunteering at a shelter. Or maybe you've decided to sponsor an event for a worthy cause. The point is, with your action and your reaction, you've just lived out the we, not me syndrome. There's another saying that some people might be familiar with, and it says, people will forget what you said, and people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I remember a time that my oldest daughter was in Girl Scouts, and we took her on a trip to Seaside, Florida. We went there to volunteer for an organization called the Lighthouse Family Retreat. And this is a nonprofit organization that offers a free 1-week beach vacation to families with terminally ill children. So imagine with me for a moment being the parent caring for a child who spends most of their days in the hospital or in treatments. They're just trying to create balance in their life. They don't have time to think about vacation, let alone having them pay for it. So this is truly a remarkable organization. When our Girl Scout troop went there, I really don't believe we actually knew the kind of reward that we would get out of serving these families and these children. Probably more than the families actually got themselves from being there. We saw tragedy in parents' eyes every day, and we certainly felt deep despair. But to be a servant in an organization like that brought a joy, you know, the kind of joy that you just want to put in a bottle and be able to open on those days that you're feeling in despair and you're feeling upset. It's a rare and unique joy. But it also says to me that happiness is not dependent on the things that we have, but on the actions and reactions we have to the things around us. Finding time for others, it certainly makes us feel good. But we also have to remember to be happy. We have to find something that makes us content. We have to find the things that mean things to you. And science says that we need to do that every single day. It's supposedly pretty easy. Think about the things that you do every day. Could be simply taking a nap, going to a birthday party. Maybe it's just having a cup of coffee with a friend. My personal favorite, going on vacation. That certainly brings happiness. But sometimes we can bring happiness also in the things that we're obligated to do every day, like walking our dog, or maybe working in our yard. You might even be one of those people who enjoys housework or doing laundry. Not my kind of happiness, but to each his own, right? So, by finding contentment in yourself and finding the opportunity to help others, you might just find yourself waking up more often with a smile on your face. And as the saying goes, happy people are healthy people. My message to you today is be empowered to find your happiness. It's worth pursuing. Nothing should stand in your way. The Declaration of Independence says so, and all those sayings that we've all read about certainly say so. Now I encourage you to say so. Happiness is worth pursuing. It's not out there, it's found in here. Remember, it's not the pursuit of happiness where we find fulfillment, but the happiness in the pursuit that counts.
You know, in a lot of ways, Toastmasters is a smaller version of the larger world around us. You know, we come here and we are working, not working, but we're doing something together that doesn't have anything to do with the things we have or the work that you do. It has to do with touching other people in a positive, constructive, supportive way. And what Denise has brought to this club is a ripple effect that has had an amazing effect, a profound effect on all the folks who have known her and were a part of the club while she was president and leading up to that point. She has been an amazing role model. She is somebody that I admire and respect enormously. I'm recording this so that I can speak directly to Denise and tell her that she has added value and so much to this organization and the people who have known you and met you. And I know that's true not only in Toastmasters, but in all the other activities that you do. I know that your family is blessed with you. I know that the families that you've touched through the Canine Assistance are blessed. And just wanted to make a special tribute to Denise Cohen for the amazing impact that she has had and will continue to have. We look forward to having you back, Denise. Thank you.